Hey everyone, what's up? Force here, and today we're going to be checking out this fairly recent release called Tainted Grail Conquest. This is a story-driven hybrid game that combines elements of deck-building roguelikes with RPGs. Now, the base game offers this infinitely replayable mode where you explore these ever-changing maps, fight deadly enemies, and uncover mysteries. There's a lot of story and narrative focus of the main game. Now, recently, though, they added a patch showcasing and offering 3 new game modes: Endless Misery, Endless Power, and then weekly events. Endless Misery is designed to test your skills. It's entirely combat focused with no exploration and becomes increasingly harder the further you get. Endless Power, on the other hand, is more of like a chill fun mode. There's no exploration, it's only combat, but it gives you these insane power spikes. And then there are these weekly events where you can play and explore through the main games, but under these set conditions that will shuffle and change weekly. Now, this is a sponsored video. They wanted me to check out some of this brand new content for the game. Also, in celebration of this recent update, there's currently a 20% discount if you want to try this yourself. Of course, like always, go ahead and give that link in the video description below a click. And with that, we're going to go ahead and jump in to check out a little bit of gameplay and the new modes from Tainted Grail. So what we're going to be doing in this video is checking out some of the new endless modes. There's the Endless Misery, Endless Power, and then they also have these weekly events that reset weekly and change every time they reset. I think what I'd actually like to showcase you the most with this game, I think would be the most interesting, is showing you Endless Power. So there's a bunch of different characters that you can pick from. These are basically different deck types. You know, if you play Magic, think of it as like a different color, or I guess any card game. This is like a roguelike turn-based card game style. I'm gonna play the Berserker. This is the one that I'm most familiar with. He's actually really cool because he gets stronger the weaker he gets. Like, there are certain thresholds, 50% and 25% HP, that when you fall below, passives will give you a huge buff. Now, the base passive that you start with is this extra energy, which lets you play more cards whenever you drop below 50% HP. And then I also have this ultimate where it charges up when I get hit in combat, and I can activate it to get some lifesteal on my abilities. So kind of a cool back and forth effect between those two. You drop health to get stronger, but then you can heal yourself up if things are looking a little dire, is essentially how it works. So Endless Power is going to be really interesting because they're basically very giving when it comes to the power that you have. So it can get really cool. You can get some really, really cool huge buffs early on, making you pretty darn strong, which is really neat. So pretty neat game. I've been playing around with it for a while. I played the main campaign, but we are checking out in this video, again, some of the new content that came with the recent update. And yeah, it's just a turn-based game. You take turns and you use your cards like you do in a lot of different card games. So I've got different things. Block will absorb a single attack. I can hit for damage. Got this Fortify, which will buff my armor. I think to start off here, we'll do get a lot of hits from that, small strikes. Here's my energy. It costs energy to do the things. You understand how this stuff works. There's my Life Leech Berserker thing that I can do once it charges up to get some healing. So I'm gonna do a couple attacks, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and do a block. So this is gonna prevent he just does one attack from 16 to 20. That's his intent right there. And my one block will prevent that single hit. If he had like a 2x or a 3x, I would need multiple blocks to hit to stop each successive one. All right, this crawling fire is pretty cool. It does hit for a little damage, but most importantly, it reduces their armor for 2 turns. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that, reducing his armor, which is gonna make him take more damage from some of my other stuff. And then we're gonna have small strikes. We're gonna attack. I've got 1 energy left, and I'm gonna use that to block to absorb all that damage there. All right, and let's see. Now he's got 2 times, but he's low enough that I can just kill him here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, plus the attack. So what I really liked when I played through this Endless Power mode for the first time is just, again, how strong some of the stuff they give you early on. So let's take a look at what we got here. 1 hit for 400% damage, but you lose 10 HP. One hit for 750 damage, but draw 2 less cards. 750% damage is really crazy. And that's probably like a good finishing thing. 2 hits for 50% damage to all enemies and reduce their damage. I think I'm actually going to grab the power blow here. That is a lot. That's a huge modifier. And then we get to pick a new passive. So we do have the trance passive, which gives us a 1 energy when we're below 50% HP. Whenever you have less than 25%, increase your damage by 75%. I really like that. Below 25%, increase your lifesteal power. When fighting only one enemy, increase your damage. I think we're going to start with this because I'm probably going to get in that range. When playing this guy, I really like dropping low. And then we get to choose rewards to buff our health, damage, or get some more armor. I am going to go damage. I'm going to choose damage, and we're going to keep on rolling. Okay, so let's take a quick look. I didn't really do this in the first fight, but we can take a quick look at what our enemies are capable of. There's a few different things. You can see what their base damage and armor is. Armor reduces incoming damage, as you assume. Base damage is then goes with their different attacks that they do. And then you can also look at their intent. So intent's a normal attack, intents to heal. And you can mouse over the enemy types to see what they do generally. So this deranged red priest creates barriers and protects allies. This guy becomes stronger every time you hit him, and this one heals allies. And you can even right click on them to get more specific things if there's anything worthy of knowing in further detail there. All right, so the enemy that I probably want to focus on first is the one that does barrier, or maybe you do the healing. I'm not sure about the healing or the barriers and buffs. Let's get rid of the healer first. That's usually a good play. So we're gonna focus on, let's take a look at this. This is a Tainted card, so it has an effect if you play it, but also if you don't play it. Reduce armor of all enemies or draw an extra card next turn. I think I'd rather play this now instead of not playing it. I don't care about the extra card draw as much as I do with 25% less armor for these guys for 3 turns. And I guess I actually maybe don't want to bother with the blocks so much. I will fortify, which will give me more armor, reducing their damage, and then also return damage when they hit me. And then I'm just gonna play these 2 attacks to start whittling down this guy. Now the reason I didn't play the block is I actually do want to take damage, because again, when I drop below those thresholds, I start to get some really good buffs. 50% is the extra energy, 25% is going to give me 75% more damage. So I do want to start taking hits for that reason. All right, let's go ahead and start continuing to work this guy down. I'll go ahead and do this. Ugh, I was hoping that one hits random enemies. I was hoping it'd finish him off, but it didn't. I'll take that 11 and just return some damage in the process. Reduce it. There we go. And then we will finish this guy off. 75 to, it's so much damage, dude. How much do I need? What is this one? This is gonna be 15 to 21. Could be enough, but not necessarily because of the range, so we'll make sure that happens. And then we've got 2 attacks incoming. I will fortify to reduce a little bit and then return damage back to them, and I won't block, like I said. I actually do at least want to get to 50 health so I can get that extra energy every turn. Now, I think we could almost finish this guy off, possibly. It depends, really. Actually, I don't think we can. So I am actually going to block this. Well, he's going to do 16 to 20. That's actually what I need. If he hits me for 20, that'd be really good. I mean, not good, but you know. Let's actually fortify. It's going to reduce his damage, but I'm going to return 5 retaliate damage back to him. And now we should finally be able to finish him off, hopefully. Reduce armor. And 1 more will do it. And then small strikes. And we'll take that 5 to 7. And we need to take 1 more we need to literally get 1 more. We need to get down to 49 before we actually activate. Once our passive activates, it'll show up here. I can just finish him off though with that huge heavy hitter. I'm glad I picked that thing, dude. It's just so much damage. I hadn't seen that card before. That was a new one. As you can see, I'm still picking up new cards. I played for like 4 hours yesterday just to get ready for this video, and then I'm just starting the new modes, but I just wanted to get... Let's see what we got for choices. 1 block for each enemy alive. That's pretty cool. 1 hit for 175. Damage is tripled if the enemy is stunned. Reduced enemy's armor by 10 until end of combat, and this also will chain. I think I'm actually just going to get the counter. 1 block for every enemy alive. Okay, let's see. Whenever an enemy is killed, duplicate the next attack. Whenever you kill an enemy, deal 1 hit for 50% damage. Whenever you suffer a hit, cleave 20% of damage received. I like that because that's like useful all the time. We will continue to bump our base damage and keep on fighting. Okay, so let's take a look at what these guys do. Numbing Bite. Every hit reduces target's damage by 5% for 3 turns. Enemy will deliver more hits each turn unless it's stunned. So I think this means, I'm pretty sure these guys get multiplier hits. So it's first 1 hit, then 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay, so we're going to just, for this reason, we are going to focus these guys down. Fortify, and then we'll just focus 1 at a time. And we will block 1 of the hits. That way we only take 3 to 4 damage. And there we go. Now we triggered below 50%. We got 1 extra energy. And we also have, oh, that's the division. That's the one we just picked up where we cleave damage whenever we get hit. Okay, so continue to focus. 1 more. And we have 2 more energy. And I can block both of those hits. So I will do that. 2 blocks. And now, oh boy, 85 to 100. Look at this thing. This was the play. Picking up this card was absolutely the play. That is so good, dude. So the question now for me though is if I want to go below that 25%. I don't think we'll start off at that. I'll hover around the 50 for now. All right, let's take a look at what card we can get here. Discard your hand, 0 hits, 50% damage, 1 hit for each card. 1 hit for 300% damage, reduce enemy's armor until end of combat. That's pretty good, 25% less armor until end of combat. Let's go with Fist of Stone. That'll be really good for bosses. Whenever you kill an enemy, deal 1 hit. Every turn, retaliate the first hit you suffer for 100%. Whenever you have less than 25% HP, gain 40 armor. That is going to work very well with Frenzy. We will deal increased damage and have increased armor when we're below 25%. Now I'm almost wanting to drop down below 25% just to get that. Oh man, it's such a risky dance though, you know? Okay, so this guy explodes after a few turns. So I think I'm just gonna focus him first. He explodes and summons in some minions. So let's focus him. We're gonna go reduced armor. What's my damage now? That is exactly what I need to kill him. Actually, I might have not even had to reduce armor, honestly. This guy gets stronger every time I hit him, so the small strikes is actually bad because it would buff him 3 times with 3 hits. So I think I'm actually just going to fortify. I did fortify instead of block because I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna go for the 25% threshold. It seems crazy, but honestly. Okay, I need 9 more damage. So he's gonna hit 8 to 10. Well, you know what? I can just finish this guy off. I can drop below in the next fight. I don't have to do it in this fight necessarily, since your health does carry over between the 2. 1 hit for 300% damage, gain 2 blocks. Deal 1. Oh, Whirlwind. I don't think I have much AoE at all, so let's do that. All right. Whenever I receive a hit, 10 armor. Started with combat with 75 armor. Whenever you receive a hit, draw 1 additional card. Next turn, if below 25% HP, I think I'm going to start picking up everything that's below 25% HP because if I'm really going to be dancing on that threshold, might as well get all those huge buffs from it. It's pretty scary, but all right. Stun a random enemy. If not played, I gain 5 barrier next turn. I think I will go with that. He is going to debuff. This one summons totems. This one adds random junky cards to my hand over time. I think I will focus on him first, honestly. Let me do this to return some damage. And I guess that's it. I don't want to play. Well, maybe I do to stun. Maybe I get the random stun. That's probably good, actually. There we go. So I guess I just don't take the hit. I was hoping to get that guy and debuff. Oh, by the way, I do have some stuff over here. There's this candle thing, which basically some enemies will respawn depending on the burn level of it. And then I do have potions to heal if I need be, and a throwing knife to do for additional damage. All right, anyway, let's see. You could whirlwind and attack. Maybe get rid of this card too. We'll do that. Whirlwind, attack, attack. And I don't need to do anything else, really. Summons a totem, reduces enemies' armor. He's gonna do 6 to 8 right now. I really don't, I don't need to. Just finish him off. I have to remember, I don't have to take damage in this fight. I can just wait for another fight. Let's see what we got this time. 1 hit for 80% damage and 15 barrier. Barrier is just a shield of extra health, basically. 1 hit for damage and 1 block. 1 hit for 100% damage, reduce enemy's armor by 10 until the end of combat. I don't know which one I want. I think the 1 block is probably, 1 block and damage is probably pretty good. 10% lifesteal if you have all ultimate charges. When you suffer a hit, increase your damage until the end of combat. That's really good. At the start of each combat, gain 4 ultimate charges. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Okay, we'll do this one. And back, more damage. We're just gonna keep doing the damage. It's time for the boss. This is the first boss encounter, the treasure goblin. Okay, so I got a bunch of small little guys. All these guys suck. I'm just gonna start focusing down the damage dealing ones, I think, first. These guys are actually gonna hit me pretty hard. So let's start with the fortify, see what the damage becomes. So they're gonna be doing 6 damage apiece. I will take 2 of them, I guess. I could just block all, oh no, I wouldn't block all of it. Ooh, this is actually good, because it's 9 total. Let me do this, I gain 5 block. So I'm gonna take 4 of them. 4 of the attacks times 2 is 8 damage. And that'll put me close to the 25% threshold, but I don't think I'll do it. Anyways, let's start attacking some things. Small strikes, okay. So let's see where we're at. I am 1 damage away from being where I want to be for my threshold. Let's see. We got a lot going on. Reduce armor of all enemies by 25. Let's do that for 1. Let's go ahead and fortify. I could throw out some small strikes, I guess, and a whirlwind. Well, let's see what this gives me here. Okay. Let's throw out the small strikes. Okay. All right. That's too funny. And then for the Rat King, he's going to do a buff. And I've got 1 more that I can do. I don't need a block or anything. I guess we will probably go with the Crawling Fire. The soldier does his armor for a few turns. 4 hits of 3 to 4 is a lot. I don't know if I can finish him off though. 75 to 92. I don't think I can finish him off right now, so we have to fortify. Pretty sure he's not gonna kill me. It'd be 12 maximum, so that's fine. I can take that. Let's throw this down. And then small strikes. And then attack. Okay. So this is gonna put us below 25. And actually not too bad, 21. So now we've got the 40 armor. Oh, the nice thing is we triggered the 40 armor, I think, right away as soon as we drop below 25. And we've got the increased damage. What is this thing? Look at this damage out, 335 to 410. I think that's enough. All right. So now we're here. We're below the threshold, but it's pretty scary. Okay, I can choose card duplication, card draw, or heal to full. I don't want to heal to full. Let's do card duplication, and I actually do want my power blow again. Yeah, I think so. It's really good. Okay, we got a bunch of gems. So this system of runestones, I'm sorry, is you have weapon and armor and a bunch of different runestones that do different things. And let's see what ones we want where. Cracked Lore does first hit returns 10% lifesteal. Armor reduce max HP of all enemies by 3%. Every 3 turns you always deal maximum damage. That's probably good for weapon, right? And then I'll put this one in armor. That one in weapon. And let's check these. Each card played increases damage by 5% or increase armor. Let me go increase armor, especially when I'm down low. I want the armor is going to be the most helpful. Increase damage by 2 or 1 damage, 5 damage to all enemies and then in turn. First turn of combat increases damage by 50%, and the first turn of combat gains 75 armor. Let's go with the 75 armor. Let's go more defensive on that side anyways. Okay, so we continue to go. Wow. Yeah, A lot going on here. Let's see what we got. Enemy will spawn illusions. Will also transfer armor or HP from one creature to another. This enemy creates barriers to protect allies. Let's take down the summoner, I think. I don't need any block right now because nobody's attacking. Oh my gosh, dude. My damage is so great right now. And I don't even have to read. Oh man, this is why the endless power mode can be really cool, because yeah, you can set yourself up with some pretty amazing stuff. All right, one hit for 150 damage. For every enemy killed by this card, increase its damage by 200% until the end of combat. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Every turn, retaliate the first hit you suffer. Every turn? Yeah, that's really good. And I think we'll keep the damage going. Why not? So this might be, we'll see how this goes. Here's the legendary encounter. This is not going to be easy. Gain 20% damage this turn. And now we've got 4 to go. I probably want to fortify to redirect some damage. I probably want to fortify. And I'll focus on the damage right now. So these shield guys are going to absorb all the hits. So I need to be pumping out damage to them. They take all of the damage right now. Unfortunately, they have a bunch of armor as well. Alright, I'm gonna take 4 damage. And they're getting shields and all sorts of other stuff. Okay. Why is that guy doing so much damage? Okay. I need to stun him. Fortify. And then I've got a bunch of damage here. Can I kill? Oh no. Why is it? It's so reduced. 86 to 107. It's because of his armor that he has. Let's go this one. And then this one. Oh, scheiße. It redirected. Let me see where we're at here. This is 6, 7, and then another 8. It's 15 damage. Let's heal, because we're about to take 15. Oh, I just realized why the damage was so through the roof. It's because my armor has been debuffed with some of their stuff here. We've got some pretty big damage here, but it might actually go through because these guys are pretty low. There we go. Got 2 more I can do. 63 to 75 is pretty big. I think I could actually get a finish here. Oh no, I have to do that guy first anyways. What is, let me see. Finishing blow, 30, that's not enough now. Can do a block. I don't have enough. It's just not enough damage. With his armor, it's getting reduced a bit too much. So with 1 energy left, I think the best move might be to fortify again, reduce these damages, and then which will also then redirect some damage to this guy. And we will do another heal as well. How much is this knife gonna do? Oh, you know what? I think I can finish him. Just throw a couple knives at him. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It's 6, 15. Let me heal again. And now it should be significantly easier. This guy's got some massive damage. I think I could block his damage if I kill this guy. Block his damage. Fortify. Should be good here. Attack order goes from like top to bottom basically. So when you hit a block, you know you're gonna get the top guy first. Reduce damage of all enemies. Why not, I guess? I don't know. And then let's try to kill this guy. I think we can do it most definitely. Our damage is ridiculous right now. There's a whirlwind. Small strikes. Attack. Fortify just because. 22 to 28. I can just block it. And then let's throw out some of this stuff. I actually don't think when I block that the Fortify even does anything. And here's our power blow. We did it! Legendary encounter successfully cleared. Beautiful. So there you have it. That is a look at a good chunk of gameplay of the new Endless Power mode. I thought that'd be really good to showcase here just because it's really fun. Like, you get these huge power spikes like you saw using all my buffs and really good cards and passives and runes and everything. It's really, really neat. If you wanted more of a challenge in that same framework, there is Endless Misery, but then also these weekly events that have you going through the main game with these like unique parameters. It's also really, really a really cool way to twist things up. And yeah, that is a look at some of Tainted Grail. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoy it. And of course, if you guys like what you saw and you want to learn more about the game, again, use that link in the description below. And with that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.